Krásny dobrý večer, dámy a páni, ja vás vítam na dnešnom streame. Máme tu zase Geralta, ktorý zase bude hľadať Ciri, tak som zvedavý, ako sa bude dáriť v tom príbehu pokračovať. Inak Zaklínač 3, Divoký hon, a že uvidíme, ako to pôjde ďalej. No momentálne máme ísku, rozmarínce a tymiánu, to neviem kde je, ale nájdeme to. A není to ako len 227 krokov. No. Tu sme skončili teraz nedávno, to bol kto? Toto si nepamätám teraz. OK, takže ideme sa prejsť ku tým dvom a uvidíme, čo mi toto je ženské pekného povedia. No, a uvidíme, ako pokročíme v príbehu pri hľadaní Ciri. Zrejme, či sa nedá dačo vylútiť, ale nedá sa nič. Nedá sa. Tak dobre, no. No, počkať. Toto som nechcel. Ani toto som nechcel. Toto som chcel. Idem pozrieť, či nemám nejaké bodiky. Úroveň 9. Asi nemám bodiky žiadne. Nosti. Nope, nemám žiadne bodiky. Do tých znamení by trebalo začať nahadzovať. Máš jeden vodík, ty kokos, máš tu plnú toho, čo to môže hodiť. Ty kokos, to je jedna hovno, toto schopnosti. Hej, trebalo by hodiť meditáciu, ne? Lebo jak, ne, už není noc. Dobre, hľadám, kde je východ. Dobre, našiel som ho. No. Tadam! No tak poďme pozrieť. Wow.
Fiends take you.
Euč. Poď ti skratím bambulína.
I'm knackered.
Greetings.
My wife's mum's an old succubus.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
I never come back, you stinking staggies.
All we wanted was...
Don't give a flying fuck what you
Ja tu,
wanted.
kde je tu vchod? Aha, tu je vchod. Dobre, taďal to nejde, skúsime z druhej strany. Taďal to. Tu sú dvere. Tu sú dvere.
Next time I'll rip your fucking legs off and shove them up your ass till you've toes for teeth. Geralt, in the nick of time, as always.
Zoltan, with your boot to someone's ass, as always. Who were those men?
Local colour. I wasn't going more than a moment. Long enough for them to turn our home into theirs. All right, time for some spring cleaning. I've got to boot them all out. Care to join me?
With pleasure.
days of war. Eh?
Yeah, almost like we never left Bergen.
Sa preč.
Leg it!
To bolo rýchle.
I'm pleased. That went well. Now we can greet each other like the gods ordained. Ages, pal.
Hey, Zoltan. You look good.
To nejaký drobný, som myslel, že je vyšší.
What with the war on, no Mahakaman meat to be found, but Redanian lagers standing in just fine. You, though, you've withered a bit. Something worrying you?
It's about Ciri. I know she came to Novigrad. Might still be here.
You mean she's come back? I'll be damned. I wonder if I'd recognize her. How many years is it now? 6, 7? But what'd she be doing here?
Hiding, probably. She might be in danger.
See her in your dreams?
Couple times. Her and the Wild Hunt.
Oh, not good.
Not at all, but I know she came here and contacted Dandelion.
We've a wee problem then.
Where's Dandelion?
I'd like to know that myself. Maybe he could explain what the hell's going on. I just barely returned, as you saw. I'm expecting to come home to a hot like a boar and some cold ale, and what do you find instead? A shite storm. Dandelion gone, the tavern chock full of bums. Haven't a clue what happened.
Let's look around. Might find something that'll put us on his trail.
Prime idea. I say we start on the ground floor. It's where he sat and wrote.
No nevážne drobný.
Aha! A note from a grateful muse.
Reading someone else's letters.
My visage red and hot, I plunged into purest ecstasy, imbibing its nectar. Your dexterous digits on my soul.
Ahoj, Soni. Ó, pozrime, Sonička, už si zlatá. Hezky. Vyzerá to dobre. I toto zlaté vyzerá dobre. Nice.
10 barrels of Toussaint dry, 5 cases of sodden triple mead. Nothing here.
No, that's exactly what we're looking for.
Dominik, čau, vítaj. Ako sa máš, čo porábaš, Dominik?
Manner.
Sonička! No, tak sorry, no, že som ťa tak ozval. Ale pozeraj, aká si zlatá. Hezky. Vyzerá to zaujímavo.
Dandelion and planning? Good one. Besides, anything he wrote here probably had a special system. Chaos only he could ever decipher. Actually, in the past, sometimes not even that.
Give him a chance. Might not be that bad.
Aha, pekne.
Seems when
Vyzerá
he
to dobre.
inherited this fine establishment, it came with some fine responsibilities. Book.
Takže naposledy nemám stále Wi-Fi? A čo si na dátach, Dominik, teraz?
Down the times of his meetings, official and private. So, who'd he been seeing of late?
Aha, pekne.
Here it is.
Tak ako sa máte, čo podávate?
Meeting women of late.
Ľudia, píšte do chatu.
Not a bad idea.
Našli sme to,
Dandelion is
Dominik.
pretty loose-lipped. Might have blabbed something to a lady friend that'll put us on his trail.
That's what I'm counting on. We should divide these somehow. Perhaps... fuck it. I'll ask the lassies in my half, you interrogate the ones in yours. Suit you?
Zoltan, wait. This is in verse.
And you figure that's unnatural because...
Wonderful. Meet me back here when you're done. Share our findings.
Right you are. Need to do a wee bit of tidying before I go. Cannot stomach the idea of coming back to this mess. And you'd be wise to read your bit before you scurry off. If you need anything, I'll be next door.
Sonička, čo budeš mať fajného na večeru? Pochváľ sa. No, treba mi nájsť túto bazmekovinu teraz, kde je. Jeho zápisky. Ečkom prečísť. Testoviny v syrovom mačce? Vám ide elektrika, Dominik? No, vidíš, opravili to. Šikovní sú to chlapci. Testoviny syrovej mačke, nice. Sonička, už to máš hotové? Že ti môžem poprieť dobrú chuť, alebo ešte môžem počkať? Ideme lútiť.
The faculty of Oxenford University is honored to grant Julian Alfred Pancratz
Ja, že sa to ešte varí. Dobre, tak potom ti poprajem. Dobrú chuť.
title of Master of the Seven Liberal Arts.
To musíš chvíľu počkať, kým Wi-Fi nabehne. Ja som tiež musel čakať. Aj tak som musel reštartovať router. No sa mu veľmi nechcelo nabehnúť. Viničky papáš? No aj si kokos, tak to užívaj. Sedí v aute a čaká, kedy si uvarí obed. Martin, čau, vítaj. Ako sa máš, čo porábaš, Martin?
What say we up over to a brothel?
Lice it, you mangy dwarf.
Oh, let it go, Geralt. Come on, we need another place to hunker down the night.
Well, maybe we ought to try the King of Beggars.
No dobre, máme ísť aký? Máme ísť promluv si s Vespulou. Máme nejakú Vespulu a s ňou si máme hodiť reč, to som zvedal, jak ďaleko je. No nie ďaleko, 62. Už je to lepšie. Asi zaúčinkoval onen. Tabletka zaúčinkovala. No, ktorá je Vespula? Táto, hej?
With interest. Give me a week, please.
Horson's no banker. He's an honest man. You pay on time, you get protection. You don't pay.
Help!
What you hollering for, stupid wench? What are you hoping for? A knight in shining armour?
Close enough.
Keep out of this, greyhead, not your concern.
Vespula's got someone else's protection now.
Really? Who's that be?
The King of Beggars made a deal with Junior. This is his turf now.
Didn't hear nothing about that.
But you have heard what Bedlam does to people who cross him. Or you need a demonstration?
Come on, Fritz. Boss wants it that way. It's how it's gotta be.
To bolo rýchle. Rýchle som to vyriešil. Raz, dva, bucha, je to. Oddychuješ, hej? Nice, tak to užívaj. Nejaké počasíčko máte, čo?
Not entirely out of kindness. And you're not entirely a stranger.
What are you? Oh, I know you. You're that witcher took Dandelion out whoring.
Pre Geralt.
Geralt, right?
Sa na to píp. Jedno místo. No, vidíš, Sonička? To sa musíš celá nastrikať. Aby si mala pokoj od komárov. Len si to neškrap. Ťa to bude viac draždiť. Konečne slnečno? A jaké ste mali počasie dneska? Celý deň pršalo? Nice. Môžem zdič. Ale že vôbec. Ráno sprchlo len taký rýchly liačík a dosť. Celý deň zase dusno bolo.
Not Gerald. Geralt.
Oh, dreadful sorry.
Explain something if you don't mind. You say I took Dandelion out whoring.
So he said. Claimed I was his one and only. But he fell in with the wrong folk. You and that dwarf who always looks like a cow licked him. Said you two were a bad example. Wine, women.
Song. He picked that habit up from us too? Gotta have a word with him.
Potok je moc naplnený? Však tu teraz sa nebola žiadna voda, počúvaj, aspoň u nás. Čo sú takéto potoky, takéto... Proste voda nebola. Teraz, kúkaj, tečie jedna radosť. Rivi budú mať radosť. Budú mať konečne vodu.
What do you think? Where could Dandelion be?
Probably out whoring. That horse pheasant. That lying scoundrel.
Ouch. What did he do to get your goat?
Same thing as ever. Prize bullshitter came back, saying it was till death do we part this time. And no more than a week passed before I spotted him in Harbourside, strolling with some trollop on his arm. 'Twas the last straw. All those questions about the washerwomen at the bathhouse, then this. I beat him black and blue and threw him out on his ear.
This woman he was with in the harbor. Who was she?
Claimed she was his niece from Kovir. Horvir, more likely. Corset so tight her eyes were popping out her head. His too, come to think of it. An artist or a whore. Doesn't much matter as they're one in the same.
Dandelion ask you about other washerwomen? Not terribly subtle even for him.
Maybe he likes some sudsy.
Maybe.
Pre tebe sa naučím aj angličtinu? To keby som sa ja chcel takto naučiť, tak to by bolo dobre.
What's it like at the bar?
Tak máte titulky, tak aspoň chápete, že o čom sa tam bavia.
What are their working hours? I dunno.
Ešte aj na RDR 2 som zohnal titulky.
Maybe I got all in a huff for no reason.
Thanks for your help. Listen, when I find Dandelion, anything I should tell him?
No. I mean, tell him he's a two-faced snake, but it would be nice if he dropped by.
To dobré, no. Ale máme jeden dostupný bodík. Ideme to teraz do týchto strán, neviem teraz, ktorý je ktorý, takže čo tu máme? Toto je jedna z tých základných schopností, tá je vždy aktívny. Jasne, dobre, tak ideme tu sem. Ďalekonosný art. Dosah artu o 1 jardy, obnova vydrží behem rozstavení zbroje. Zbroj, tento účinok sa zvyšuje ze silou znamení. OK. Trvalé glyfy. Prodlužuje trvanie znamení o 5 sekúnd. Máš mu povedať, že je slízky podlíhať? To viem. Ale to určite mu nepoviem, lebo to si tak pamätať nebudem. Diky sa štíty rozbije, odrazí. Přátelé. Dobre, dáme... Dáme totok. Neviem, čo to je, ale dáme totok. Naučiť schopnosť. OK. OK, nice. Veľkosť popisu. A tu sa dá takto zväčšovať, aha. OK. Ako sa mám pohoda, klídek, počúvaj. Ako to teda ma bolela hlava, ale dal som si tabletku, takže už to povoľuje. Ale inak dobre, chillujem, mám Zaklínača zapnutého a už sa teším zase na nejakú erotiku vo Zaklínačovi. Sice zase mi dajú obmedzenie YouTubáci, ale tak erotika je erotika, čo ti poviem na to. No dobre. Problém si z Eli Hall. Taká ženská ďalšia. Teraz to tu v opicu mi treba nájsť.
Winds howling.
By som nevedel, že tu je chodník, ty kokos, tak pozadí.
When did you last touch a wench?
To je celka. Ja potrebujem Eli, počkaj, ona bude asi v tom baráku. Ó, počkaj. Čaká, že či nebude dať čo vonku, čo sa dá vyľúdiť, ale nedá sa. Sonička, prajem ti dobrú chuť až chutný špák. Užívaj, užívaj. To je chlop dokonca. What the fuck?
I'm a friend of Dandelion's, looking for Eli Hal.
You've come to the right spot. How might I be of service? Need something shortened? Patch your trousers, darn your socks?
You Eli Hal?
Yes. Now pick your jaw up off the floor.
Sorry, I thought Eli Hal was one of Dandelion's girlfriends.
Martin Gambly, nevyšlo mu to. Ja som zabudol prerobiť oné bodiky. Budem to musieť prerobiť už. No ukáž. Pre pána Jana.
Eli Hal.
Did you and Dandelion... I mean... How did you two meet?
I met him one night in a tavern. He was blind drunk.
No jak som vedel, čo bolo ďalej. Ja to viem, ja tomu verím.
What happened?
What do you think? We spoke.
That's it.
I'm not sure what you're getting at, but I should make one thing clear. Men don't interest me. Told him that as well. Luckily, Dandelion's an open-minded fellow. We had a lovely evening. He became a loyal customer afterwards.
Tak na čtvrtek nebudeme na streame? Kde sa chystáš, Dominik? Čo?
Dandelion visit your shop often?
I tried many times to talk him into a decent doublet. Sadly, he'd only come in to get a button reaffixed or a hole patched.
When did you last see him?
Some time ago.
Aj, ty máš raid na Vovku, hej? Aj, takto. Jasne, pohodka.
Odd as requests go, I had the distinct feeling he'd actually come to talk.
What did you and Dandelion talk about? He ask about anything in particular?
Let me think. Had an ordinary chat, really. Although, indeed, he did keep asking about Kalkstein. If Dandelion and I hadn't laid our cards on the table at the start, I might have suspected he had a history with the alchemist. He spoke like a lovesick beau. In fact, he desperately wished to meet with him.
Kalkstein's in Novigrad? Wouldn't mind seeing him myself.
You're too late, I fear.
Aký ste mali dneska deň, ľudia, pochváľte sa. Ako vám idú zatiaľ prázdniny?
But as he perished, the goings on, impressive. Fiery beasts circled his pyre, then rose into the sky and exploded to form letters.
Really? What did they spell?
Radovid sucks flaccid cock.
I know this is none of my business.
Pohodka, pracovný dneska. Strovaný v práci, tu sme boli jak prdeli, ty kokos. Ale dalo sa to dajak prežiť. Malo by poriadne zapršenie, že je chladnejší vzduch.
Costumes can express all the complexities of one's personality. I'm a Redanian countess one day.
Do 11. väčšinou. Keď to dám na tú 8, tak do tej 11. to budem držať, aspoň na tie 3 hoďky.
Have you never thought to become someone else? Even for a moment?
Slnička nevyšlo.
Being a witcher all the time.
I managed to stay interested. Thanks for your help, and nice to meet you.
I can help with much more. If you need new trousers or a vest, you know where to find me.
Kamaráde, ale ideme ťa vylútiť. Mám tu niečo má na lútenie. Si robí srandu zo mňa, a? To je taký chudobný, že nemá nič na lútenie. To je ako vážne? Tak to si ďalš kozy, ne? Kamaríde. Bože, to je škaredá ženská. Dominik je druhý, nice. Som nevedel, že Dominik je druhý. Pekne mu to vyšlo. No dobre, teraz máme ísť za kým? Na Marabelkou máme ísť. Marabelka je, ktorým smerom? Ježiš, to čo je? Za stvorenie. To je nervózny. Chceš facku? No, ľudí hormón. To je zdravý kašiel toto, no. Pozor, slepka! To zašľapnem ty. Kutko je kajúca pôtvora. Ty vole, tu sa len chlasta v tých zadných uličkách. To je hrozné. Tu do toho baráku nám treba vojsť. Počkaj. Dám huf. Uhni. Uhni, more, vojdem ja. Koňa máš kde? Momentálne mi netreba koňa, len tu po meste zatiaľ behám a zistujem nejaké informácie. Ako tma. No, teraz, ktorá z nich je to tá? To sú decka, ne?
Excuse me, I'm looking for Marabella.
To je ona, hej?
Wait outside, class is in session.
Nechce sa mi čakať.
Sorry, can't wait. Hear about Dandelion. I'm Geralt, and I'm...
Geralt? I know you. Fine. If you're eager to join in the lesson, you're welcome to.
A čakaj, nebudú blesky, Dominik. Ha?
Sadly, the rat catcher has a fever today, but in his stead, we're honored to welcome a witcher, who will now tell us about his trade.
But...
This is grand.
You shan't disappoint them.
To sa mi nechce rozprávať. Dáva mi to... Ja ty pozráš na radar, ja aj takto.
Ask the first question.
Me? What's it mean that witches are lecturers?
How old are you again?
9. 8.
In that case, wait a few years and I'll tell you.
Children, what's the meaning of this? Next question.
Pán pochopil, čau, vítaj. Opatrne sledujem, takže neviem ti povedať, čo hraje.
No, it's not true.
He's a liar.
He ain't a liar. Witches don't lie.
They can lie because they're not knights. When you've got to kill a dragon, you summon a knight. But if there's a zoogling in the trash heap, the knight won't want to go, so you've got to call a witcher. Enough. That is all for today. Gather your things and I shall see you in the morning. Bid farewell to Master Geralt.
It's great you came. I'd have rather had the rat catcher.
Krysarže. No to určite by si nechcela. Rozprával som sa s dedom a pamätá si ťa z vojny? Mňa určite.
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Proste huby! Co si robí srandu?
No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
See Dandelion after the...
Idem zapnúť PC? Skús, možno, že pôjde.
I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts.
Teda vizia desiatník, on praje sa tak, jak píšeš. A jaký desiatník? Však veliteľ. Murle.
So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Maj sa. Jak sa voláš? Neviem, jak sa voláš. Voláš Marabel, sorry. Marabel, maj sa pekne. Dobre, ideme ďalej. Muly, ideme hľadať muly. Idem si hodiť reč z muly. Není ďaleko, no len tu 80 krokov.
Arms for bread, please, good folk.
Nay, not like that. Draw it out more. You see it.
Fine road sniffer if you were.
Taková, že ma preháňa po schodoch. To tá ženská. Muly. Počkej, to je túto ten barak, ne? No kto je Molly, som zvedavý.
This baronet's La Valette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see your chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivi at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
Zabudol som ešte, že si bol s mojím dedom pod... Môže byť. Ja som všade bol, ja som všade bojoval. Takže môže byť, že hej. Už som na PC, tak len aby zase nevyvlo prúd.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Už kde vyradonovánek? Dáme si to s tou barónkou? To bude zaujímavé. Keď mu tomu dvezu, není problém.
Molly'll be there.
On our way then.
Videl som, Dominik, že zapínaš deži, tak môj dedo. Waffen, slavný sympatiak. Hej, to tá Waffen 4-ranovka alebo 3-ranovka? Ktorý Waffen? Počkaj, či to bola 2-ranovka? Toto malé dielo. No, to veľké dielo. No to neviem. 3-ranovka, malé dielo bola 4-ranovka. Si bol na vojne? Nebol som na vojne.
We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Cahir, the champion from Vol.
Gray's a nice color.
No to sa môžem reštartovať Wi-Fi?
My coins on the black stallion.
Nefunguje, čo? No to poteší.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General.
Tak reštartuj router, keď to nefunguje.
Is Molly a horse?
To som mal na večeru? Pizzu som mal, Martin.
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly.
Teraz neviem, jaká to bola.
Patience, Witcher.
Prosciutto alebo niečo také to bolo.
I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvran's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Nie.
What I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher.
Nechcem žiadny závod robiť.
Win, and I shall give you my finest saddle, made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
I'd rather resolve what I have to with Molly.
Very well. I shan't insist. The attractive one, that's Molly. Speak to her. The Baroness and I will place our wagers. You can then ride back to Novigrad with us, if you wish.
Bude Horror Night, pán Pokebač. Nic sa ty neboj. Ktorá je tá Molly? Molly, kde si? Poď sem. Čiže som sa z Molly si promluviť. To je jak to? C-čkom? X-kom? V-čkom? V-čkom. Sorry, klepna. Momentálne to nepotrebujem. Ktoré je Molly? Molly, ktorá si ty? Nebudem offline, i to sa môže stať. To není Molly. Ono bude tak dole. Jak sa tam lezie. Preskočíme. No, ktorá je Molly? Tu je Molly.
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt! That Geralt! The one Dandelions rescued
To
time and time
druhýkrát zachránil.
That's right. Except it's the other way around. I'm always saving him.
Mean to say it weren't Dandelion saved you in Flotsam by severing your noose with an arrow from 100 paces?
What? Dandelion couldn't... Never mind. Any idea where our master archer might be at the moment?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine?
Čo nefunguje ani keď reštartujem Wi-Fi? Tak reštartuj hru. Vypni a zapni na novo. Bezo mňa to není ono, vieš? Jasné, ty za seba budeš posledať do tej najhoršie veci. Nie? Jak vtedy? U toho, čo sme hrali, nepamätám, jak sa dala tá hra. Pod posteľou, čo som ležal. No, tá ne? By som zase dostal infarkt, ne? Tomáš, čau, vítaj. Ako sa máš? Čo porábaš? Vieš čo, pohodka, klídek. Zase čakám na takú erotiku, že sa tu bude diať, ale nič sa nedeje zatiaľ v tom zaklínači. Tak uvidíme, ako to pôjde. Sonička, čomu sa smeješ? Teraz si pozerám ten stream. Však ja som tam skoro infarkt dostal. Počkaj, ak budem hrať dvojku a zasa mi toto spravíš. To bude hrozné. Počkaj.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister.
Sure he does. Saw him myself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Different mothers, too.
Maybe.
No ale dobre, ale tak ja som nevedel, že čo sa bude diať. Otvoril som dvere, buff. No tak ako...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I asked
Sonička ti bude dávať mute.
He'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why'd he need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias.
Pošlem na teba Soničku.
I've not seen him since.
Ona si už dá rady s tebou.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait, before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks, and good luck to you on your search.
To dobro, no. Sám nebos. Sonička! Čo, nemôžem? Trošku tam urobíš bu a bude dobré. Keď ťa trafíš ľak aj bez mojej pomoci, tomu ver, že hej. Tomu ver, že hej. Má normálne vystre na mieste. Prikladať a pomáhať sešky v ťažkých situáciách, jasne, ešte ťažšie ich budeš robiť, no ta ne. Takže pardon, je to, ty vole. Ona je pani vedúca.
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go.
To preteky už raz skončili? To bolo rýchle. No. Sme naspäť na hrade. U tej baronky. No, na hrade. Tam, kde ona býva, tá barónka, tá sme u nej. No jo, tu tak býva.
And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Promlov si z Rosu. 60 krokov. Doklok má veľmi dobré let's play. Spears to Fat Home. Wow, nice. Neviem, do kloka som to nikdy nevidel. Tieto hororovky. A ja osobne si to nechcem spoilerovať, nie? Už keď sa mám bať, no tak nech sa bojím poriadne. A nie, budem presne vedieť, že čo sa tam bude, tak to je taká nuda, nezdá sa ti? Kde to ja mám ísť? Týmto smerom, nie? Taký 60 krokov, to ukazovalo 30. To je v tomto baráku? No s vami si veľmi rozprávať nechcem, kamaráti. Ako má sakeru. More! Ti dám také zamčeno. Sem nový kuchár. Ideme ako kuchára robiť.
Wanna see Rosa Varatra?
Oh, mate, if you only knew what I want. Miss Rosa don't see just anybody.
I'm Geralt of Rivia, a witcher.
Soon as Miss Rosa turns into a striker, I'm sure her papa will send for you. But she's not showing any symptoms yet, so I venture you're not needed. On your way now.
Som mal zobrať toho kuchára radšej. Nemôžeš popraviť dobrú chuť, teraz jem chleba so syrovou natierkou a horkou lehodkou. Martin, dobrú chuť, prajem a chutný šmák. Užívaj, užívaj. Vidíš, Vandrak, to som. Nevidíš, jak vyzerám, ešte takú jazvu mám cez to oko. Takže proste som Vandrak, ideme nájsť takú cestu, nuka. Momentálne neviem skáďal. Ale tu sú lavičky. Nedá sa. Ne, nedá sa. Pokus tam bol. Musíme prejsť cez barák, ktorý nikam nevedie. Jo, buď. Ja len prechádzam. Zamčeno, je ti tam také zamčeno? Ale do čerta s vami. Kubi, čau čau, vítaj, ako sa máš, čo porábaš Kubi, takto večer, pochváľ sa. Ďakovala, nemá záž Martin, užívaj, užívaj. A chutný špák, jak sa vraví. No tak ako... Počujem mačku. Dobre, nájdi cestu do... Zbijem to tých... Toto je stráža, hotovo. Tak hľadáme inú cestu. Tí bazmegovia mi tu budú žrať nervy teraz, hej. Výborné, to je presne to, čo potrebujem. Mi tu takí bazmegovia žrali nervy. Dobre, dá sa tu kolo toho múru nejakým spôsobom prejsť? Ale. Ada, kurtizána, kúkaj tam. No hajs, není ti zima, síce ty to máš ohne zapálené, takže není ti zima. Tak to ako vážne, tam nevieš vyskočiť, také trošku toto nevieš vyskočiť. No, skoro si tam bol. Skoro si tam bol, kamaráde, poď. Ty to dáš, ja to viem. Tvrdé I na konci, Kuby. Ešte spadnem dole. Dobre, dá sa tu vyliesť. Hej. Nedá sa tu vyliesť. Tu bolo, som sa videl, ak tam padám. Uí. OK, asi ďalej to pôjde. No, vidíš, že vieš. Ďalej to asi najskôr pôjde a... What? Toto...
Interesting.
Zajímavé. Zajímavé. Čo je toto v tej stene? Za cestičku. Dobre, tam sa nedá veľmi pozerať, takže ideme hore. No, mali by sme byť v tom baráku, tak ako ona tu má takú cestičku a sa nebojí, že tu takto iný vlezie, keď ja sa tu dokážem dostať? What the fuck?
You fancy men like me? Whole town's going on about it. So no point playing hard to get, sugar puss.
It's Lady Varatra to you. And I'd advise you to sod off, sugar puss, before I report this to Papa.
Aj, počkej, nabehnem. Zuje mi to z druhej strany. Jasne, že zamčeno. Takže mi to stáďal, tak neviem, takže či stáďal sa tam dá dostať, alebo nedá. Dobre, nedá. Musíme nájsť jednu cestu. Vykopnúť dvere, nevieš náhodou, kamaráde? By si mohol. Tam čo, potrebuješ kľúč, to je ako vážne, ja sa tam nedostanem. Haló. Kedy bude... Oho.
Who are you? Why are you here? Answer this instant or I'll summon the guards.
Kedy bude Hunter, nech môžem za mňa pohľadkať ťapka? Neboj sa, aj to bude.
Geralt of Rivia? The famed witcher of the ballads?
What are you doing here, vagrant? How'd you get in? I let no one in the front, my lady.
Zase to nejde, no tak to ťa poteší, ty kokos.
Not a word. I'll handle this. Hold your tongue, sir. This is Frederick Francis de Bergerac, my new swordplay instructor, correct? Show him to the training room. I shall join him shortly.
But my lady's a witcher. Said so himself back by the gates.
Captain, do you truly believe Rosa Varatra would train with random clods calling themselves swordmasters? No. The Varatras demand the very best. Thus,
Jak sa postavili rovno?
Take him to the training room. Now.
As you say, miss.
Keď bude stream z Minecraftu? Teraz nedávno bol. Kedy bol stream z Minecraftu? Kedy sme mali stream z Minecraftu? Čo je dneska? Pondelok? Včera boli spoločné hry. V sobotu i v nedeľu ráno bol stream z Minecraftu. Čiže v sobotu i ráno, Sonička, bol Minecraft stream. To sme vtedy akurát onen mi... to tak. Čo mi TikTok ma vypol. Diek, dvere sa sami otvorili bez kľúča, hej, nice. Toto hry to sú jak naozaj. Oh. Je hoď. Nechcem lútiť. Drevený meč! Dobre, no, zoberieme, predáme. Tu ešte taká truhla. Jak som kolo neprešiel, som mu neví toto. Aha. Zajímavé. Dobre. A to nebude Wi-Fi, no. Alebo ti to robí internet, ty kokos? Bože, šermérska sála, taká tma tam je. Tak to bude výborný šerm. To je ako vážne. Never, že sa budem musieť ešte naspäť prezliekať a ja to budem musieť robiť.
Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
A I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
Incredibly. But we ought to discuss that another time. Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
I mean, he wasn't. But you had some sort of relationship.
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch. Stop flaunting and fight! Drat it! You're quick!
Ale však sa bránim, tá čo blbneš? Ženská jedna.
Why bother with two swords when... Damn it! Well, if you're not in...
To vládaš ty? Ja sa bijem hej s ňou.
Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Co? By si taky mohol živiť? Nechceš mi dať pár súkromných lekcií? Nechcem. Nemám čas na teba.
Sorry, gotta say no. Schedule's packed just now.
Iné lekcie by mohol jej dať. Už toho správania.
Lovebirds whispering about. You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yoruga.
To nie je mecia, to som ja sa s ním bil.
Wait a minute. Mean to say Dandelion mixed you two up?
On occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or trabaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
Tak to po ňom ide. A ešte mi nechci dávať, že sa bude musieť prezliekať. Má na sére to tá ženská. Jak sa ale... Prezliekol. No, ideme lútiť. Tak, čo máte v tých skriňach? Veľa toho tam není. Ani tu veľa toho není. To som mi lúty toto. Prohľadať. Dačo by to chcelo normálne. Tu dačo je. Okej, tu už nemáme nič. To je dobré, veľký kozub, to sa musí uznať. Počkaj, tu je skriňa, toto pozrieme, čo v nej je.
Cross the Yara, we will cross the Pontar as well.
No dobre, takže kde máme ísť teraz? Poraď sa s Zoltánem. OK, takže asi naspäť ku tomu trpaslíkovi máme ísť. Uvidíme, čo nám pekného povie ten Zoltán. Ten trpajzlík. S čírom jak naozaj. Lul. Čo je to červené? Oho. Sú také bitkári, dráme. Všetci ste zabráni do hry, že čo sa deje v tej hre, nie? Preto sa tam veľa nepíše v tom čete. Každý sleduje titulky, číta text. Sleduje, čo sa deje vo vonom. V príbehu. Ideme akorát pozrieť toho malého, tej trlíka. Kde je? On tu by tak, kde mal byť, ne? Čakaj sem, a sem do baru? No čo to je? Nope, dobre, tak slnička ne. Slnička na mňa počuje kašle, hotovo. Nazdar! Čo tu máš? Som to prehľadal ti už. Ja ťa poslouchám, jasné, v pohode. Queenix, čau čau, vitaj, ako sa máš, čo porábaš, takto večer, pochváľ sa. No tu je ten malý taj trlík, to sa potom poradíme s ním, ešte ho trošku vykradnem. Ne, vylútim, lepšie slovíčko povedané. Rivi sa na mňa. Ježe, čo to za papagaj tu? Ale tu ešte dačo. To pre mňa nechal. Hezky. Ale do čerta. To je báda, alebo čo také, ne? Máme pivo, sami voľné prehliadať. Ďalšie pivo, pepš. Čo by som zrobil s pepšom? Interakce. Aha. A ten malý tetrík má moji veľkosť? Počkaj, Queenix, mi neho, že taký si tajtrlík, jak tento tajtrlík. Pozeraj. To je ako vážne? Kamaráde, ja mám 190, hej. Ja som taký vysoký jak Geralt. Neviem, koľko má Geralt ako v tej hre, ale ja som taký vysoký jak Geralt. Dajme tomu, aj, bo ja mám 190. Nemôže si taký drobný. To vážne? Si jeho. Zajímavé. Pekné, dobre, ja sa s ním mám o dačom rozprávať, tak zistíme, že čo. Ale Čiro má parády, to sa musí uznať. Šteňu? Prečo volá šteňa?
Zoltan.
150? Toto vážne si drobný.
Sure you know me that well? Mark my words, she'll be playing quint with us in no time. But we were to talk about Dandelion. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Idem ja, bon. A? Niečo proti malým veľkostiam? Sonička? No. Čo je malé, to je zlaté. Ale to malé môže byť aj agresívne, nie, Soni? To? Dobre, tak dáme, že by on prvý.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much a note. He wasn't staying with any of them, and not seen hide nor hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pick-up lines.
No hej, keď je on... Queenix, koľko máš rokov? Lebo keď si ešte onen chlapec, tak ešte pôjdeš do výšky. 13, to ešte pôjdeš do výšky. Ojojoj. Sonička, zahoď tú lopatku tak kde, keď ti z nej začínala hrabať.
Let's have at it.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from
Tá má 160, mám 158. Ale počúvaj, máš 13 ešte len, takže to ešte pôjdeš hore. Jo, to ešte pôjdeš hore, počúvaj. Možno budeš vyšší, jak ja. Martin, ty máš 196, tak si vyšší jak ja. To je hrozné toto, ja mám 190. What the fuck. Dominik, ty máš 160, to taký si drobný tiež? Zaujímavé.
Who's this Priscilla?
To je Priscilla, ľudia.
Quite popular of late. Picks up Dandelion with a pair of tits and you've got the general idea.
Interesting image. So how'd Dandelion handle meeting his female double?
I think he fell in love.
Ja tiež pochybujem.
Dandelion in love. Actually, truly in love.
Oh yes. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works with a mummer's troop. Reynard and the Fox.
To nevadí, môj otec má 170, brachové mají pre 180, 193. Ja som tiež vyšší, jak môj oco. Môj oco má taký 180, ja mám 190.
This'll be true poetry, Geralt. You'll see.
A mama má takých 160. Takže to ešte pôjdeš hore, neboj sa. No dobré. Ale ty... ešte budete rásť, vy do 22 či do 21 sa ešte rastie, takže vy ešte budete rásť, ja sa nič nebojte. Ja už nebudem rásť, ja už budem len rásť dole. Mňa už nečaká nejaký rast, ja už sa len budem skracovať. Dobre, a setke se z sumraku, se sultánem u to? Da čo, u ledňačka, to neviem ani čo to je. Dobre, tak ideme sa s takým stretnúť, tak uvidíme, čo sa tam bude diať, také zaujímavé. Jak je to ďaleko? 158, to nie je ďaleko. Budu hodná. A radšej mlčím. Sonička.
Let's drink for its
nearly night.
Like dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flows into Novigrad.
Ale ten zlatýnko tam tiež vyzerá dobre. Počúvaj, Soni. A mi to ľúbi. A mi to ľúbi. Kok! Kým sa mám stretnúť? So Zoltánem, to je ktorý? Bazmek. Je to tento Bazmek? To je mešťanka. Kudy mešťan? Zoltán je... Kde je Zoltán? Kudy mešťan, bohatý mešťan. Nevrať, že bude hore. Mojstre. Tak to není on. Mešťan. Mešťanka. Tak som tu, kde to by mal byť, ale není tu, takže on bude hore najskôr. Dobre, vybehneme hore. No tak sorry, teraz som sa meral a mám 192, no vidíš. Ale tak si vyšší než ja mám 190. Pohodka. Dobre, takže on bude tak hore, jak sa tam lezie hore? Tu sú schody. Jo, buď. Nerozprávaj. A prečo mi to ukazujete, že mám ísť dole? Keď dole to není. Ten Zoltán. Jaj, už asi viem. Hodíme meditáciu a pomyslíme, máme za somraku s ním tu stretnúť, a on tu ešte není asi. Tu tak, pri tom stole, ne? Dobre, jak sa dáva meditácia, alebo to napríklad už nepamätám si. Schopnosti, tu je to meditácia a za sumrakom. Toto je čo? Toto je čo? Toto je čo? Toto je čo? Dáme tok, asi toto, ne? Meditovať do, to je 12.00, tak to nič. 18.00. Dáme to tok. Tu tak si nejde teď previesť. Ale ja sa tiež ešte... No to ty už asi nie, Martin, počujem ma tu. Dobre, tu sa nedá hodiť meditácia, takže ja skúsim hore vybehnúť, či tam sa to nedá dať. Nastavíme sumrak. Nemá ničo tu hore, je všetko, takže... Bereme nejakú chyšku. Voilà. Trošku vylútime. Teda otvor sa, nechce sa otvoriť, tak sa potentuj. Dáme meditáciu na balkóne, tak proč by ne? Meditácia. Tak, čo? Jo. Tak ja tu vážne musím čekať. Tak si robí srandu. Bohatý mešťan. OK, teď budeme kúkať na zlato ďalších 6 mesícov. Presne tak. Alebo nie 6, neviem koľko tam som nastavoval už, Sonička. Možno, že 6. Môj otec raz do 25 vtedy mal 2 metre 8. Si pána to, dobre vysoký otec. Teraz si na to pozeral aj, nice. Takže ešte 6 mesiacov budeme mať tam to zlatko, hej. Queenix, maj sa pekne, čau čau, užívaj krásny večer, čau čau. Jasno, 5 hodín. Ty vole. Tak ideme meditovať von asi. Sú tu tak 2 hodín meditácia? Kde mám otevřiť? To neviem otvoriť? Zajímavé. Ne, on to nevie otvoriť. OK. Tam čo, potrebuješ kľíč, to je ako vážne? Hurá. No, už je tu. OK, len som musel zmeniť čas. Ale kde je to, netuším.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
Dobre, to je ženská alebo chlop? To by ma vážne teraz zaujímalo. No jak dlho? Za chvíľu to vypadne znova. Dobrá spávanka.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars are. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to find your heart, its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy.
Toto trpaslík to veľmi prežíva.
Glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
come to Marion boys back at White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this...
Bože, on je strašne drobný.
Yeah, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
There a reason for all this sneaking around?
An excellent one. When last I saw Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuven's vault.
Sheepdip.
And I've not seen him since.
Reuven. What's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his wine at Passaflora once. Made her wait the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least he didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Wherever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Jasne, ideme ťahať už zo sračiek. More on sa tam dostal, tak ja ho mám stále ťahať, hej.
Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Ty malý tajter, kde zdrháš?
Nothing hurts as much as life.
puke or not to puke, that is the...
Do you seek to get me drunk, sir?
Jo, kamarát, ktorý by mal vedieť dačo o Ciri. Nie, problém je v tom, že ja ho furt ťahám zo zbrindy. Tomáš, dobrý večer aj tebe, vitaj, vitaj, ako sa máš, čo porábaš?
My wife's mum's an old succubus. And how? Drains my will to live. Of lasses from the lands already taken by Divoký.
Ja pozerám do hry a nepozerám na tento na radar. Netreba ísť spodkom. Neviem teraz do sprchy, utekaj, utekaj.
You alright? Your pale as death.
Boli zaklepat.
Anybody there? Open up.
Vykopni dvere. Liduška, ahoj, ahoj, vitaj, vitaj. Ako sa máš, čo porábaš, Liduš?
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Mám sa dobré, sedím u pisy, nice, pekne, pekne. Aký si mal deň? Čo, Liduška?
I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You may disrobe here. Your equipment will be safe.
Pekne z jazeviny, to sa musí uznať. Úžasný sem... Joj. Úžasný sem popodušla, stále som před... Keď dobre, tak dobre potom. Tak to užívaj si večer, pohodový.
Splendid. Siggy Reuven awaits in the next room.
Hey, Whitehair. Nice bum you have.
You were right.
Kurtizána. Aspoň sú pekné to tie kurtizány. Ani by som nepovedal. Moja zlata, čo máš onen? Trešku teraz, že sa tak trasieš? Počkaj, nepozerať sa aj s tými smerami, lebo zás by to budú banovať.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye.
Come off here.
Reuven, your guest.
Why the fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Good to see you again.
As always, I'm out of the swiving loop. Who the fuck are you?
Jak sa máš ty? Vieš čo? Pohode sa mám. Nesťažujem sa. Pohoda, klid a chill u Witchera.
None of your business.
Your friend got a death wish. No, just short on manners. Witches aren't exactly the sophisticated urban types.
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Ploughing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no!
Prázek dostal. Dostala.
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few. First ever party with my prick hanging out.
Keby len s holou riťou. Au. Ja nemám brnko na sebe, hej, ty smrad. Au. To dostal bombu.
Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
I'm looking for Whoreson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Whoreson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Whoreson's out to get us, and he'll succeed eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Whoreson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Whoreson? Find me first.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy?
It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it, then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Whoreson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling. That's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet lost his ruby ring. Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Whoreson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Mentioned Whoreson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge. Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding him there. Junior's not that stupid.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the bits, endure the stench of poverty on the way. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Whoreson's got nought to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
See if I can't find Whoreson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Whoreson's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
Thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
Listen, Dandelion's missing. Any idea what might have happened to him?
Same thing that happens to anyone who steps on Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingales' tongues. Come, Geralt, what do you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
Seem a bit prickly. Something bothering you?
Sorry. I know I've been unbearable lately. But at my age, the menopause, what with hot flushes and violent mood swings?
Dijkstra, men don't get menopause. You know that, don't you?
Yes, you moron. I also know you don't actually give a shite about my problems. What do you want?
You got me. Need work. Thought you might throw some my way. Monster trouble, that sort of thing.
Yeah. Might be able to help me, in fact. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion. Establish what happened to him.
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realize, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
No, som vedel, čo sa ide robiť.
be so kind as to follow me?
Neboj, Sonička, ja pijem poctivo. No, ten má dobrú skryču, rovno, toto je fontána, bazén, či kiho Maria. Počkej, jak sa lezie dole. Haló, Geralt, no, že preto. Geralt! Tak. Na to, že máš novú rozbitú, tak ideš docela svižne. Tak ideme pomaly.
Bart, not again.
Bart.
Bart, stop that, now.
No to čo je?
Bad. Bart makes Ziggy lose, Jonathan.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
But hard. But less thinky. But less thinky. But sadness.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there. Ziggy but take. Good Ziggy.
Jo, je to dobré, majú to dobre vymyslené. To je to príbehovka, no hold.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
Take note of that hole. We'll come back to it later. And see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Chorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold, and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained
To
private.
34? Yep, videl som.
So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
Dobrý film to je.
I'll help
Mi to páčilo, je to mali vymyslené.
Bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
I'm all ears.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny, Chorfun. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Hole no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head falls.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Boom. Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Boom a wise, ale do hlavy dostal boom a wise, hej, tak bacha na to.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bad through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now. Stiff upper lip.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. I had this lummox fonce, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fonz, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out.
Bardhaj buci, presne tak. Neviem, prečo to tak preložili, no ale dobre.
But I value my own even more. Dropped Fonz and ran like hell.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Ide jak onen. No dobre. Takže tu máme proskoumané místo a hlupaním pomoci.
Edges curled out. Something inside blew it wide open. Wall too. Bathhouse drain pipes seem to converge here.
Neviem lútiť, už keď to tu máme, drát.
Pipe's great. Explosion crumpled it like a piece of paper. And there's mortar on the bars. So it was in place at the time of the explosion. Blast tore it from the wall. No traces of magic. This was no spell. It was a bomb. Now why am I not finding pieces of it? Could be the current swept them away. Bits of pipe clear over here. Must have been one powerful blast. Shouldn't go any further without taking that antidote. Bits of pipe clear over here.
To som videl.
Must have been one powerful blast.
Ale nemusíš to.
Getting harder to breathe. Drowners. Of course.
Kurwa, tu jest? Potwory.
Show me what you got.
Som rád jeden.
The thug Dijkstra hired.
OK, mám všetko preskúmané. Susudy. Tu je červené ešte troška.
Dijkstra didn't mention anyone else. Must be one of Dandelion's crew. Vomit everywhere. Guess he had the antidote too. Couldn't keep it down indefinitely through here. Otherwise, drowners will never stop congregating. Getting close. Bottom of a container. Silver cylinder, most likely. Runes etched in the bottom. It's warped, probably by the explosion. Bomb part. Must be. Smells like wyvern oil and caramel. That'd be it down here. Time to see Dijkstra.
Dobre, takže máme ísť naspäť za tým bazmegom. Asi, ideme pokecať, poklabalsiť. Potom trochu tu stále straší. Vítej späť. Taká veľká knižnica, tam nič není, za ľud. Hrozades.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Done. Examined every nook of the sewers near your vault.
Well, learn anything?
Found a second corpse, one of the thieves.
O zaklínačovi, ktorý hľadá Ciri. Jednu ženu. A popri tom, jak hľadám, tak stretám starých známych, no a znímať nejaké veci, nejaké kšefty.
Knew nothing, means nothing. Dead end, literally.
Seems to me a bomb blew the wall open. Look.
Bottom of a silver cylinder, probably. Covered in runes. Interesting. Any idea what it contained?
Recognized some ingredients by their scent. Wyvern oil and sugar.
Dlouhovlasý sextoč, Sonička. Jazvy, že sú sexy. Či? Nie sú? Čo?
Nor am I. Just saying what I found. Bomb contained sugar.
Let's think. Sugar would react violently with sulfuric acid, but not so violently to cause an explosion.
Didn't know you were versed in alchemy.
Dabbled in it a bit while at Oxenford Academy. But this is no time to reminisce. You're to find my treasure, not write my biography. Know anything else about this bomb? Anything at all?
Bomb went off inside a drainage pipe embedded in the vault wall. But the grate at the end of the pipe was in place when the blast happened, meaning...
The bomb must have found its way into the pipe from inside the bathhouse.
Exactly. Might have gone something like this. Perpetrator started emptying one of the pools, then dropped the bomb down the drain.
The bomb flowed down with a runoff, came to rest on the grate, and, to quote Bart, big boom.
Drain pipes are only promising lead. We just need to know which pool it's connected to.
Yes. Appen keeps a record of guests. Should be able to tell us who used that pool the day of the break-in. You've not done badly.
Feel honored to be acknowledged.
Oh, that famous sarcasm. I missed it.
Really?
About as much as I'd miss a knife in my knickers.
To nebolo pekné.
All right. You inspect the pools on the right, I'll take the ones on the left. Holler if you find anything.
Nothing interesting here. Something floating on the surface. Oil, looks like. Silver lid. Matches the cylinder bottom I found in the sewer. Dijkstra, come here.
Got something?
Yeah, bomb part.
Happen. Drain pool 4, and bring me the guest book. Chop chop.
Let's see what's on the bottom. grate's been removed from the drain, meaning they flushed the bomb down here.
Happen. Who used this pool the day of the break-in?
Let me see. Bertolt Heinz, town councilman, Josef Schweik, brewer, and Margrave Henkel.
Henkel? That's impossible.
Margrave Henkel, who's that?
Who was that, you mean? Old Coot's been eating dirt since last winter. Couldn't have been here the day of the break-in.
He's dead? I'd not heard.
Not surprising. The Honourable Margrave croaked in a brothel, decked out in leather lingerie, so the family held a hush-hush funeral. But I have my sources.
Yeah, I saw him that fateful day, Mr. Reuven. I'm certain of it.
Did you speak to him? Get a good look at him?
No. He merely passed by on the way in.
So you didn't see Henkel? You saw an impersonator? Think for once. They scooped out your balls, not your brain. And you, Geralt, start looking into this.
Gotta ask me nicely. I'm not one of your delivery boys.
Pardon my tone. I've grown accustomed to ordering folk around and barking as I do it.
Fine. Where should I start?
Henkel's home. Derelict townhouse south of the main square. You might happen on some trace of this scoundrel we're looking for there. Well, up with you.
Môžete ma bude len preháňať hore dole doprava doľava. Šľak aby ho trafil. Ale jak chcem skoro vás prejsť. No idi do domu Erkela, no dobre, tak ideme k nemu, do domu. 104 krokov.
Lots of fuss over lots of rain.
Let it rain.
What a dump. Looks more like a beggar's hovel than a Margrave's townhouse. Dandelion made some interesting friends.
Tak jak to môžem predať, keď neviem ani vstúpiť do domu? Sa nedávaj s zadkom. Aj zamčeno. Kde to mám zase vchod, ty brďo? Tak to asi nepôjde. Ale konia som nechcel volať.
Rain again. Damn mages.
Rain. The one thing that's ploughing free in this city.
Oh God. A reaper's
Dobre, do toho baráku nevedie iná cesta. To je kovažné.
Scandalous! Rain again. Damn mages.
A že by? No, tak... Jaj! Takže ani to ďal to.
Oh God. A reaper's come for me.
No. Je to jednoduché. Treba len vyraziť dvere.
Footprints.
Toto najväčšia sranda, že nevieš, ako ono to ten príbeh vôbec nerozprával o tom, že to mám vyraziť tie dvere, hej. Väčšinu tak, že ich otváram. Teraz zrazu ich mám vyraziť. Haha, what the fuck. Dobre, prišiel som na to, jak sa dostať do baráku. Tu je taká tma. Tak.
A letter and a bottle. The wine from your birth year. It's absolutely excellent. Startling bouquet. You absolutely must try it. But afterwards, please place the bottle back where you found it. Your birth year. Could be dandelions or Ceres.
Dobre, tieto dvere len také ľahko nepôjdu. No. Tak ideme skúsiť to ten dopis prečítať si, len teda otázka je kde. Kde je? Jak to ešte raz? Vieš, hádamko zo záhadného dopisu. Kde je ten záhadný dopis? Ale to je, čo som našiel. Oh, nice.
12:45 to 12:54. Satisfying click. In the next room over, I think.
Oh, ono sa to otvorilo. Nice.
Secret room. Probably where Dandelion and his cohorts planned the heist. Wyvern oil. Stain.
Ale to som videl.
Wyvern oil.
Toto prehľadať, tak, no vidíš. Pretížení. Ty si robí srandu do mňa.
Instructions on how to build a bomb. Signed by one Kalkstain. Sugar. And lumps of a substance dipped in wyvern oil. Potassium. Looks like they made the bomb here.
Tak, okej. Další dopis.
Siri, Menge is following me. He has seized the treasure. He has Dandelion. You must flee. Footsteps. Not good.
Budeme mať spoločnosť. Tak som si dal pivko, hej, takže trošku mu vytvorí.
Didn't expect to see you here. Certainly not with Triss.
I decided we could use someone who knows a bit of magic. The runes on the bomb, I'm absolutely dying to know what they mean.
You dying to know too, Triss?
No, just here for the coin.
Ah, Marigold playing the cynical materialist. I love it. In truth, her ideals brought Triss here. She needs gold to save her colleagues. When I recover my treasure, I'll be in a position to help her. Simple as that. Speaking of which, and pardon my Beauclervoise, have you found out who fucking nicked my gold?
Bothered Triss for nothing. No point examining the bomb.
Because?
Because I already know who nabbed your treasure. Commander of the Temple Guard, Caleb Menge.
Well, well, Marigold. Your coin stands to come with a side of revenge. Geralt, would you be kind enough to tell me what you've learned? I'm terribly curious.
Utekaj, Martin.
Henkel told me. Old man's alive and well. Faked his own death to escape his creditors.
Strange. I had no idea he was in debt.
He was. And Menge promised to take care of things in exchange for help with the heist. So...
Geralt, how can I put this delicately? Bollocks. If you thought I'd fall for that tale you just pulled out of your arse, you don't know me one bit.
Know you well enough to know what matters. Results. So I lied. Still say I can lead you to your treasure.
Forgive me, Geralt, but after what you just pulled, I'd sooner believe a whore who proclaimed her undying love.
Would you believe a sorceress who stands to gain if you get your coin back?
Perhaps. I'd still prefer the whore, though. You're hiding something, and that's one thing I can't stand. Even more than Nilfgaard. But ultimately, this is a business deal, not a marriage. Besides, there must be some truth in all those lies. You're too dense to make it all up on your own. Menge has been spending heaps of coin lately, though to my knowledge he shouldn't have a copper to his name.
So, what now?
From what I've heard, Menge spends his nights at the docks, witch hunters' quarters. Maybe pay him a visit, ask where he's holding my gold for me.
So we do your dirty work while you sit around twiddling your thumbs.
Darling, when I'm able to make use of someone, I always do. It's convenient.
And safe. Come on, admit you're scared of Menge.
Of course I'm scared. Bloody dangerous whore, son. Triss would concur, I think.
Not in those words. But I do agree with the statement overall.
Doubt Menge will admit anything willingly.
As do I. Lucky I hired a witcher and a sorceress who've been through so much together to get this done.
What's our past got to do with it?
A great deal. Lovers will jump into the abyss for one another. Suits my needs perfectly. Namely, it greatly increases your chances of getting out of the hunter's barracks alive. With my treasure.
Information's out of date. We are not.
Yes, I know. You partied a week after the summit at Loch Muin, in the woods near where the Lixella flows into the Pontar. But you know what they say. Old love never dies.
First love. Now how the hell...
That's my secret, lovebirds. Really must be going. Good luck.
Didn't have to disagree so strongly.
Sorry. Didn't mean to hurt your feelings.
Hope not. But we've strayed from our topic. Got a treasure to recover.
Triss, gotta tell you something. Dijkstra's gold, it's the last thing I care about.
Thought as much. This is about Ciri, isn't it?
Menge's got Dandelion locked up somewhere, and Dandelion saw Ciri.
That changes everything. Listen. Meet me at midnight by the Chapel of the Eternal Fire, east of the harbor. We'll figure out a way to get into the Hunter's Barracks together.
All right. See you then. And thanks.
Sa vyparila. Ja sa chcem tak vedieť portovať. Ja musím po svojich. Ženská jedna. No dobré. Tak ideme po svojich. 150 krokov. Pohodka, to dobehneme.
Just how far south does this fabric come?
Who can afford a witcher in this day and age?
Mages, mutants, blasphemers, kobolds.
And? Did he fix it for you?
No.
Polnoci svetine... Ja to... To musíme polnoc nastaviť. No tak nastavíme polnoc, ale tak kde... Zakempnem, tu budem meditovať do polnoci.
Glad you're here. Listen, took a look at the building and it does not look good.
Mean it could use a bit of paint and spackle?
I mean, it's a damn fortress. High walls, guards at the gate, armed men everywhere. We could never sneak in, and fighting our way in won't work. Menga would have had plenty of time to escape.
What do you suggest?
Take these shackles. Put them on me.
Aha, tady teď? No daj.
Triss, sure you want to do this? Out here, with everyone watching?
This might come as a surprise to you, but shackles do have uses outside of the bedroom. Think. Bring the hunters the vile Triss Marigold. They won't just open the gate for you. They're likely to let you present her to Menga personally.
No way. Too risky.
Dandelion's life's on the line. Series 2. No such thing as too risky.
Triss, think about it. Really want to walk into the lion's den of your own free will, and in chains?
Yes.
No, can't allow it.
Nice of you to worry, but I've made my decision, and I won't change it.
Fine. Let's say they take the bait. What then? We go in, I put a sword to Menga's throat and ask him where Dandelion is?
Might not work. Menga's scum, but you have to admit, death doesn't scare him.
Always found that annoying in fanatics. So we gotta trick him into talking. Any ideas?
Maybe tell him you have information about the lodge. Or about Philippa. Even better, he hates her most of all. You'll think of something.
Still got a bad feeling about this. But tough. Let's go.
Geralt, remember, I can take care of myself.
What are you talking about?
Nemáš putá, ženská.
They won't treat me like a lady, but I'll survive. Might hurt a bit, but... Ciri, she's what matters. Do what you need to do, no matter what happens.
Can't promise that.
I'm still asking you to, all right?
All right.
To máš fajného na večeru, Tomáš.
What do you want?
Here for my reward.
What the hell for?
For a witch. Recognize who I got? It's Triss Marigold.
Marigold? Come in then.
Well, well. Triss Marigold. Giving up drowners for sorceresses?
Pays better.
It's 'cause they do more harm. What's a drowner do? Pull the odd fisherman from his boat. But the witches, they murder kings, scheme, start wars.
Don't forget turning your cow's milk sour straight out of the udder.
You're done jesting, Marigold. For good. Put her in a cell.
Not so fast. I hand her over to Menga himself, or not at all.
Tak to chutný šmák, Tomáš, užívaj, užívaj. A dobrú chuť.
Go, you bastard!
Vulgar tongue's got no place being in such a pretty mouth. I guess we'll have to rip it out.
Yeah, you might know how to handle witches when they're brought to you in chains.
What's that supposed to mean?
That you're crap witch
Nie ma
hunters,
dać.
witchers gotta do your hunting for you.
Listen here, mutant. Since we entered this town, we've made ashes of over 100 mages, alchemists, dopplers, and other vermin. So don't you be telling us how to do our jobs, got it?
What's it they say? Quality over quantity? Because if it were about numbers, you might as well burn herbalists, village healers, hell, entire villages, black cats included.
You must think you're funny.
Maybe he is. Fuck if we know. Thing is, we've no sense of humor. Oh, Witcher, you.
Watch his whirling! Don't let him drive you back!
Nemá hlavu.
Come on, over here! Let out! Shit! It's only a witcher!
Vítaj späť. Ja mu kým dobije stamina, ty brďo. Alebo sa zaháňam tým ťažkým úderom.
Spread out!
Trošku si sa netrafila moja zlatá.
Shut up and fight.
Watch his whirling!
Aj sa nemá hlavu. Sky. Do čerta tu s vojčakami. Mrad jeden.
Show me what you got.
Teba nemám nervy, kamaráde. Dobrú noc, Martin! Čau, čau, maj sa pekne. Tu je, jak som ho rozpolil na poli.
What now, you piece of filth?
OK, to by sme mali.
I think that's all of them. That was close. I must say, trickery and deceit, not your strong suits.
True. I prefer straightforward solutions.
Yeah. Fight first, ask questions later. We should search the office. Maybe we can find some documents mentioning Dandelion. I'll search his body. You search the room. I'd start with the desk.
Ja som plný, nemôžem lútiť. No jo, som plný. Budem musieť to predať všetko už. Poznámky z Mengreho, to sú ktoré poznámky teraz? Toto tu.
Find anything?
Just his office key in his pockets. Here. Nothing under his belt. Wait, something sewn in the lining.
What is it?
The key to a vault. Here, give it to Dijkstra with my regards.
I found a letter to Menge from someone important. A spy, I think.
A spy?
Take a look.
Drop boxes, secret signals. Yeah, strong stench of spycraft here. This agent could know more about Dandelion.
Bet he does. Letter explains how to signal for a meeting. No mention of where it would take place.
Maybe Dijkstra can help. He knows everything.
Everything? Slight exaggeration there.
I'm not so sure.
Key to a vault? No address? Why do I doubt this'll make Dijkstra smile?
Well, might keep him from setting his thugs on us. Breaking our legs for failing to fulfill our part of the bargain.
Meaning glass is half full?
Of something strong, I hope.
All right. Nothing left for us here. Let's go.
Be glad to. Just not by way of the main gate. This is where we split up. But first, let's burn this shack down.
Agreed. We've left too much evidence.
Yeah, but I also need to blow off some steam. Listen.
Tak pára sa trošku inak vypustuje, no, ale dobre, no, ženská.
But not here, and definitely not now. Come by later when you have a moment. I'd appreciate it. All right. We need to get out of here.
Ktorý spáli jed.
That should do it. I'm going. You should too.
Mm-hmm. Not about to use the teleport, though. See you, Triss.
Prečo? Však sme sa mohli onen... Ja tu nemením hľadať cestu teraz. Že sa musím dostať aj stadiaľ to, hele.
You there, Mr. Reuven wants a word.
Impatient old bastard.
What?
Nothing. Be there soon.
Who do I spy? Why, it's Geralt of Rivia.
Will you stop following me already?
I will, soon as you tell me where my treasure is.
Me and Menge didn't see eye to eye.
How badly?
Badly.
I suppose that explains the smoke. My treasure's not in there, is it? Burning with the witch hunters.
Didn't see it anywhere, and 20 tons of gold is hard to miss.
You mean to say you've come to me empty-handed?
First off, you came to me. Second, I do have something in my hand. The key to a vault, found it on Menge.
A vault that I need to find on my own? You've not made things much easier for me. Give me that.
That's all you're gonna say? No wry remark, no scintillating joke?
You want a knee slapper? Fine, I'll tell you one. Ready? You lied to me. Again.
What?
You knew from the start who robbed me, but you didn't deign to share that information with me.
No, I didn't. But I did deign to help you find your treasure, so stop moaning.
I jest you not, Geralt. You abused my trust.
I can live with that.
This time, yes, you'll live. And now, time to settle things.
That a threat?
Quite the contrary. You helped me, Witcher. So in spite of everything, you've earned your reward. I take it you've still no idea what happened to Dandelion?
None. Found someone who might know, though. A spy, I guess. Signs his name, Yammerlack. Found a letter of his. Just one problem. It only details how to arrange a meeting with him. Makes no mention of where.
A ruined house in Far Corners. Give the signal, and he'll show up there the same day, just before midnight.
Probably shouldn't ask, but... Dijkstra, how the hell do you know all this?
I draw it all from the flight patterns of birds.
Your sarcasm. It gets tiring, you know.
I've far worse qualities than that, believe me. And a final humble plea. Don't try to fool me again. Ever.
Burn, you buggers. Like all the poor folk you've burned.
Ups. Nesprávne tlačítko.
Bastards deserve it.
Ale nemám čas na vás. Tu je tak kde obchodník.
What do you want? awful pale.
Bude vnútri.
You scared? How about a threesome, love?
We can
mean
go
me
it
to
here,
grab another
at
lass
my
to
place.
join us?
No, I was thinking it'd be us two.
So, a bit of lust in your freakish heart after all.
Got anything to sell? So long.
You're a vulgar one. I can see it in your face. It's the material world.
Ah.
Hey, seen any prime fillies?
Everyone knows you can wear a quiver on your back, not swords.
Arms for the poor. Help a poor fellow out.
All I had. What was it? Happened to faulty sticky.
So, how you go with this?
No loitering round here.
Sorceresses, they're debauchery putting aboard.
Must be the drop box. Gave the signal. Spies should show up in far corners before midnight.
Like dung that flows to the sewers.
Move on.
So the worst scum flows into Novigrad.
What's he doing here?
Yeah, no. Oh, fuck, don't
What
write
village
like
do you live from? No,
Willows.
It's in Temeria, 2 days' road from the Zima.
Oi, Grey Knight. Need a squire?
Pam, param. Pam, pam, param.
Darkness everywhere.
I
see it all around.
got my eye on you.
Ever heard the legends of the White Wolf?
One drink, all I had. Scoundrel!
Now just to hide and wait. Behind the door. Best place to hide. Classic.
OK. Asi necháme na inokedy. Dobre ľudia, tak ja sa s vami budem lúčiť. Prajem mu krásny večer, dobrú noc, dobrú chuť. Dali to sa chystať čo robiť. A vidíme sa zás pri nejakom streame. Ľudia, majte sa pekne a čauky, čauky.